Right, this is video number 2. So if you've not seen video number 1, that's a really good place to start. But in video number 2, we're going to go over how to cut holes using an extrude cut. Okay, so we're going to put some holes into our cube. So if you remember last time, we have made a cube. It has got 4 separate parts, 4 separate components for each of the walls. So if this went to manufacture, somebody would know that they need to make it out of 4 separate pieces of wood. And then just as a refresher, if you need to turn your grid on, it's at the bottom down here, and then this little cube at the top lets you rotate. So we can see down the side that it's called cube, and you just need to remember that in Fusion you have to keep saving, and where it says cube version 2 at the top, and I want to do my sketch on side number 1. So I'm going to click on the little circle next to it. Okay, and it says that this one is active, so it's made all of the others see-through. What I need to do now is make sure that I'm on solid. I need to press create sketch. And instead of clicking on the planes, I want to click on this side of my sketch. I think I'm going to do a circle this time, so I'm going to click on this. You click to place the centre of your circle, and then you click to where you want your circle to end. And then for this one, it's going to tell me the diameter. So you need to think about the fact that if this cube was then sent off to be made, I'm asking for somebody to cut a hole in there that is 63.24555.32034 millimetres, which probably isn't the most sensible dimension for a circle to be. So I'm going to change that to 60. So I'm just typing on my keyboard and I'm going to press enter. So you can see now that this side of this component here has got a nice 60mm diameter circle. I'm going to go to solid. I'm going to go to extrude. I'm going to click on my circle. I've got 2 choices. I can either pull the circle out, which is then going to give me a cube with a oblong sticking out of it, or I can pull the circle back, and you can see that now it's become red. Okay, it's cutting out the middle. So it doesn't necessarily need to be minus 40, because if we remember from the last video, the walls of my cube are 10mm. So minus 10mm is enough to cut out a circle from this side of my cube. And if I press enter, you can see now that my cube has a circle missing from it. Side number 2 is this one over here. So I'm going to click on the little circle next to that one, and I'm going to use my cube in the top corner to rotate. And for this wall, I'm again going to go to create sketch. You need to remember to click on the side of the component, not on the grid like we did in the last video. And actually, if you go down to create, you've got lots of different options that you can do. So if you were looking to put a window or a door in, you might want a rectangle. Or if you were looking to make something like a shape sorter, you could put in lots of different shapes that you could draw yourself. So I'm just going to go quite simply this time for I'm just going to go for a rectangle. Okay, so I'm going to put my rectangle in. And again, we need to remember to use the sketch dimension tools to make sure that our segments sides are sensible lengths, because if it went to manufacture, so if somebody went to make it, it would need to be sensible lengths that they could cut out. So this one is closer to 40, so I'm going to round it there. Okay, so if I rotate again, you can see now that that rectangle is on the side of my shape, and I go to solid, extrude, as you can see there, I've got a little rectangle on one side and a little circle on the other. Okay, so you just need to repeat this for all 4 components. And again, try and be creative with the shapes that you do. So when you're drawing your sketch, you could have a go at drawing things like stars using the line tool. So I'm just clicking to start the line, clicking to end the line. Okay, you can see there that I have got a little star. And again, you just go back to solid, back to extrude, minus 10, because that's what mine is. Obviously, if yours is thicker or thinner than that, you'd need to change it, and you can see now I have got a star. Okay, so just be mindful down the side to make sure you click on the little circle next to your components. When you go on to solid and you click on create sketch, make sure that you click on the side of the component, not on the planes like we were doing originally. And then you've got loads of different choices in here for different shapes that you could be making. So for this last one, I'm going to have a go drawing a rectangle, a triangle even. Okay, and I've got my little triangle. Back to solid, back to extrude. Make sure you click on the sketch you've done, so on the shape, and then type in minus whatever your distance is. And as you can see now, I have got all 4 components done with the different shapes cut out. So to make it so that you can see all 4 sides, you just click on the little circle next to where it says cube, and just remember to keep saving because Fusion doesn't save automatically.